podcast where we take a colorful look at life, diversity, and the game of golf from the other side of the green. Over the next hour and change, you will hear explicit golf barbershop talk penetrating your ear. Enjoy. Please note, this is a warning for explicit content. If you don't like what you hear, find another podcast, bitches.
KZZ on the beats, yeah.
Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
This is El Negro.
Freeze, Negroes. Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Don't Be Alarmed, We're Negroes. We have a full clubhouse today. I'm Emitch, your auntie's favorite golfer.
That's my pleasure.
You goddamn right it is. And I have all my boys in the house with me. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to the introductions and get right to the show. So with so many here, I'm just going to go by the screen here. So we got our resident golf pro. If you mention Lip Out, he might whip your ass. We got Mikey in the building.
Let's get Mikey. Yeah.
What's happening, Mikey?
What's going on, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
Good. Glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
And then in Diego, in the all-white lid, looking crispy. He's on to baseball season himself. His tattoo is healed, ladies, and he's feeling good. So we got Buga in the building.
It's a nipple, because I'm drooling.
What up, Bug?
Going on, just kissing on my tattoo. That's what I'm asking y'all to do. Just say, gotta get them songs right, baby. Get it right.
We got a rapper in the building. And then we got our guy. Everyone says where he gets his nickname from. It's because he was part of Happy Days. We got cousin Chachi in the building.
Now you all know my cousin Chachi.
What's happening, Chachi?
Hey, you know me, loving summertime here on the West Coast.
Yes, indeed. And then we got our guy, the maybe an hour traveler, back and forth to play in tournaments, do his thing. He's back in Enid, Oklahoma, to get his thing going. He's the mayor there. He's in the running. We got Marcus in Enid.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I'm
What's
back
happening with you?
I'm back in this fucking shithole. Fuck this town. Hate it here.
Damn, man.
You know when he's there too, because he got the background blurred out. When he
Mad.
house.
Ain't smiling and shit.
I wouldn't do Booger like this.
Wow, man. It's that bad, huh?
For real.
I'm just tired. I think I'm already away from home.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of drama and infighting and power struggling with these guys.
So there's no out.
Just do your work. Just do your job, dude. All this fucking fighting. I'm tired of it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm about
I hear that.
man.
Well, and then we got our guy. He had a bounty on his head this past weekend, and some people got some chips. He did the best he could. We got the champ, the reigning champ, until a new one's crowned. We got Mr. What's happening, Ali?
I hate you, man.
I know it.
What's happening, fellas? What's happening? Thanks for having me tonight.
Yes, indeed. And then we got the guy that came out there with no range time needed. They shut the range down on our ass. We couldn't even warm up. So you just had to go straight there and play. And he played and performed himself. We got the commish in the building.
Money Mike player, how you doing? All right then, don't squeeze hard.
Hey, he was collecting that bread too. What's happening, commish?
Hey everybody, what's going on?
What did I buy you?
Well, I'm trying to take that money and parlay it to something else.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
See if I can catch some more wagers tonight from somebody.
Oh shit. Here we go. Well, there's opportunity.
Did you make money, Chachi? I remember you backing me.
You on mute.
Oh, you're on mute.
Somehow he said we wasn't really betting.
Oh.
Oh, that's 100% expected Buga move.
Oh.
Don't lie on me, bro.
To be fair, I asked him. I said, "What did we bet?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I know I took Mike. You took Marcus." I said, "What was the bet for?" I don't remember. I said, "We want to be owing you a 10-second car."
You might have to go.
And he said, "I don't think you were really betting."
Do we got to go to the tape?
I didn't bet for either. I didn't know.
Well,
Go to the tape?
I just know I won.
Well, and then we got our cart partner, Amen, Sugar Baby Bajorn himself in the building. What's happening, Sugar?
Hey, what up, man? Glad to be here. Glad to be with y'all fellas again. And yeah, I mean, it was definitely an adventure on Sunday. All I want to say. I thought we was gonna get kicked off, man. Thought we was gonna get kicked off the course.
I peep on you. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hmm?
R. Kelly out there.
Oh, my man had a son out there, and my man just, had to go full butt naked on a tree, man. Let everybody know on the golf course, had to let it go. It was awesome, man. Entertainment. It was entertainment and entertainment.
Nice.
So
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
This group of fellas that we have here tonight is going to be very entertaining. Go ahead and give us what we're going to talk about today.
As we always do, man, we're going to hit you with that top golf news of the week. We'll get into last week's RBC Canadian Open. That was some cool shit, but very long playoff, which was crazy. We'll get into this week's U.S. Open and the LPGA. What is that? Meijer Open? Is that how you say that? Meijer?
Yeah. Good job.
And we'll get to the 19th hole here. The athletes.
It's
with
Meijer.
Meijer. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's actually, are they a grocery chain?
Yeah.
Okay. They used to have a longer name, but whatever. Who cares? We're gonna get into
said it wrong. You fucked up.
Whatever. Are you saying this shit? Cool.
You didn't ask me to, but I will.
Cool. So we're gonna get to the 19th hole, the athletes with the best nicknames, the Hard Knock Slice recap. Man, that was some crazy shit going on out there. And then we made it in just right before that rain came too. So I think we were real lucky on that shit.
Just barely.
Barely. What are we hating on? And then we'll get into the golf gigging song of the week. Hate it or love it. This will be interesting.
I agree.
This will be fucking interesting. So as we always do, let's hit the golf news of the week.
Welcome to the Negro Golf News. So, my guy, Nick Taylor, not really my guy because I wasn't paying attention, but he won. And in fashion, had a long playoff. But after he wins, Hadwin takes one of the biggest hits in golf history. Probably the only hit in golf history like this. So what say you? I couldn't believe it actually when I saw it, and I was like, this cannot be believable. And I actually think was Haddon able to, was he supposed to play in the Open this week?
I think he was.
It doesn't matter. His shoulder is fucked up. He's done. He can't get out there.
That was a good tackle though.
It was foreign tackle.
That was a phenomenal tackle, man.
That was PlayStation 3 hit stick.
It was, man. That was.
He got the head across.
He kept his feet running. That's the thing. It ran through the tackle. That's the key.
I thought John Madden was going to come out just commentating on that. That was a hit.
Well, for all the people that rushed the fucking green, for him to pick out a tour guy and drill him, that's the amazing thing.
Yeah.
That was
I shouldn't be wearing hoodies on the golf tour, man.
That was almost Goldbergish.
Right now he's Trayvon Martin. He can't wear no hoodie.
Wear no hoodies, man. You look like trash. Guys are gonna come out and tackle you.
Ain't you got a hoodie on right now?
Fuck yeah, I do.
I'm in his office.
This is a Hadwin hoodie. It's the same color. Look at that.
Oh,
Green on green.
I like it. So what would you guys do in that situation? If he hits you, are you upset? Booger, you heated?
Come on, bro. I'm a Johnson. You know I'm throwing blows.
Okay.
I'm just
Marcus, you heated?
I beat him with a club.
Mikey.
I'm laughing.
Oh shit. Okay. Chachi.
My neck, my back, my neck and my back.
He's suing.
Right. Ali.
Shit, man. After that hit, I'll probably quit golfing altogether.
Yeah, all right. Commish.
I don't know. I think Hadwin handled it pretty much how you should. Once everybody told the security guard how he fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to know that there's guys out there protecting against people running up on me.
Riff-raff.
So it's understandable.
And he
Ain't nobody
apologized
coming
too.
to the golf course.
Yeah. Suge.
I think in the moment you would have caught one for me. In the moment you would have caught one for me.
Yeah, I might have been a little amplified.
Yeah.
But my shoulder's probably finished. I already got
I would have went with the left.
Yeah. So, but speaking of, he celebrated Nick Taylor. Hey, it was a 4 playoff round, I believe. And I watched all of that. But the putt, 72 feet. That's gangster. A lot of stones. I saw a lot of putts this past weekend with some stones on it. So what say you about this big win and a 72-foot putt?
I'll start, since I just happened to be, when I was down in Cabo, we would go out every night, and so we happened to be taking naps at the time that this playoff happened. So I got a chance to watch it all. And like you said, I mean, Fleetwood was hitting putts, but like you said, that playoff took forever. But that was crazy how it finished. That 72-foot putt, that was crazy. Yeah, so it was entertaining. I mean, for a bunch of no names kind of playing, it was entertaining.
It was good. The putt was crazy because I mean, the playoff kept going, so you like the entertainment of that. But when he hit the putt, you're like, okay, it's gonna be another playoff hole. And that fucker just hit the back of the cup and went in. You was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was a little shocked. I was like, this is gonna keep going, and I'm losing patience because I just want one of them to win. And then he dropped that, and I was like, oh shit.
Bunch of no names. Was it a live tournament exhibition?
Oh.
You guys don't know Tommy Fleetwood?
Yeah, I know Tony. I know Tony.
I know who he is. We haven't even won on the PGA ever.
No, he's been relevant. He's been relevant the past few
Won a shit
years.
ton of money.
Never won.
Yeah.
We talking about cash backing.
He got what, 5 on the DP, 5 on the DP, and none on the PGA.
And plus, I know Nick Taylor because he won me some money in my parlay. So back in the day. So
Oh my goodness, man!
That putt,
you better go buy a lottery ticket.
What are you down? What are you down? 30,000 now?
Hey,
32,000. Thank you very much.
The one thing that was cool about it though was the dude was playing in front of. I mean, I don't think someone had from Canada hadn't won this tournament. I think it had been almost seven decades.
It's 69 years,
yeah, something like that. So to sink that putt and have all that pressure on you, and to do it in front of your, they were out there singing the national anthem and shit. Like that's got to be a lot of pressure on you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, that was cool to see, and Ali, like I said, you need to go get you a lottery ticket if you want a parlay.
But the thing about it was, Fleetwood, he had laid up, and he was on a par putt from like 14 feet or something. So I was just wondering if he was just gonna try to get it close.
Yeah.
And then it went in. I was like, you don't want to run it by and put the pressure back on yourself. So.
But the thing to me is like that dude kept missing over and over. Like he would. Like on 18, they kept hitting, like he hit the same shot, like I think like 3 times in the fucking row.
They're gonna give him free course for life.
They're
gonna give him free course for life.
Oh, I think he's
Molson.
Free Molson. Yeah.
Yes, Coors.
Molson Coors.
Yeah, but they don't drink Coors Light over there.
Yeah, you go, you'd be surprised.
Rocky Mountain piss water.
You'd be surprised how many people love that shit when you get out of Colorado. That's all they drink.
True. Speaking of records, let's give a shout out to the Denver Nuggets for breaking a record. They are the NBA champions for the first time. Shout out to you, Reg.
I'm picking them to go back to back.
Appreciate that.
Whoa. You said you're picking back to back?
Appreciate that, Marcus.
Again, next year.
Give him some love.
Can we put a bet on that now?
They got the team to do it.
Yeah, I'll put a bet on that now.
Can I get in on that?
Yeah. What y'all want?
Bet?
Bottle, Suge.
Can I get on that?
You want a bottle or you want to just throw a hundo out there?
Oh.
I drink too much. I got a bottle.
I might go to Vegas and put 1,000 on it.
What you want on it?
I can go 100.
Okay. Chachi, I got you for 100. And then Bug, we'll just go a bottle. Okay.
This is interesting.
Sorry, no disrespect to the Nuggets. You just gave me the field though, so
this is interesting.
Field to do it.
They got to re-sign. They got one piece they got to re-sign. I got to see how they're going to do it because there's no luxury
That's why they
tax.
have draft and free agency.
There's no luxury tax this year. I mean, there's a luxury tax rule this year. So
we're not close though.
Y'all got Y'all got 3 max players signed.
Yeah, but we still got we can move things around and still sign who we need to sign. There's a couple dudes that could go.
You know, Brown.
I know, but we're not here to talk about the Nuggets, man. Let's talk about golf.
All right, sorry. I was just intrigued, but I was giving you your shout out and your flowers. So
thank you, sir. Thank you.
We'll see. We'll see. The Lakers might have something to say about that, but
I don't know about that part.
We'll be ready.
Speaking of, they're going to be healthy this year.
Now we really need to talk about golf.
Being healthy.
Keep it moving.
Being healthy. Monahan is not healthy. He is actually recovering from some health
contract negotiations.
Yeah, I think
oh wow!
So many motherfuckers kicked him in his balls.
They had to pull that foot out of his mouth.
His ass hurts.
His ass probably hurt too, man.
Chew assitis.
Yikes!
Ass hurts.
Yeah.
Well, he's recovering from that assitis, so shout out to him. But he is not calling the shots. There's 2 other fellas that will be calling the shots for a while there, which rolls into.
He said it would never happen, and now he's looking like a fool.
I agree.
So is he relieved of duty?
A lot of people said it would never happen.
You want to get into this, Marcus?
Hey,
get into this, Marcus?
I just remember what I heard. I just remember what I heard.
I can sit back and we can cancel the last 2 topics.
Yeah, we can just let it go if you guys want to talk about it. Yeah.
No,
I just remember what I heard. That's it. This is what I heard.
And what did you hear?
They would never.
I feel like you haven't listened to me for a whole fucking year. So
I shouldn't. If you're going to say that the merger wasn't going to happen, you didn't say that. It's on tape.
That Liv was going to merge with PGA.
You said it wasn't. You said it would never happen.
Do you think Liv is still going to exist in 2 years?
They said they're still going for 4 years. They already said it. I don't
give a fuck what they said. Do you think Liv is going to be around in the next 2 years?
PGA said they were never going to fuck around with Liv, so I don't give a fuck what they said on that part.
You saying it's not going to be around in 2 years is like you said it will never merge.
Dude, it's not going to be around. Why would it be around?
It's going to be around.
Why is DP around then?
It'll be around
because there's a whole world of golf that needs to happen.
And, okay, so
Liv is a small fraction.
Not the center of it's not the center of the earth either when it comes to golf.
Exactly.
PGA is the major player in golf.
And why do they need money then?
Did they need money?
They did. They were actually running out of money. I just read that.
They were bleeding.
See, this is where you guys are all fucked up, and why last week's episode was a piece of shit.
They were bleeding.
Said himself.
They were bleeding 50 million.
The commissioner said himself. We were
exactly.
They had an antitrust. They had an antitrust lawsuit against them.
They have 2 of them.
Not
They
anymore.
have one from the DOJ, and they have one that was brought by the PIF.
Right.
Not anymore.
And so you've got 2 factions that have come together to make more money. Both factions were losing money. PGA was losing money in their antitrust lawsuit. on legal fees.
Okay, hold on.
PIF could have drained them if they chose.
Not going to just speed over this speed bump and miss that.
Oh, we can go.
That damn sign. So your out is when you said it was never going to be a merger. Now your out is it won't be around for 2 years. So you were wrong once. Now you're saying 2 years.
No. And I don't think I ever said anything specifically about a merger.
I got to.
I've talked a lot about live not living anymore. For sure.
Right. You know,
for sure. I've said that live isn't going to be around.
Said you bought the
100%
at 10:30.
What's that?
You said you bought the beer at 10:30.
Yeah, Mikey, you did.
And then again, with this whole live thing, it doesn't have anything to do with live anyway anymore.
Wait. Okay.
Now live is going to go away.
We're talking about finances now, and that's where you're wrong.
And you guys are all talking about how the PGA had all of this negative, like, motivation to make this deal. Why the fuck did PIF make this deal?
Because
if they could have bled the PGA dry, why did they make the deal?
Hold on. Let me go real quick.
Right now, what do PIF have stakes in right now? Racing, boxing. They're trying to get in the NBA and
LPGA.
Yeah, they have stakes in everything. They have stakes in fucking video games.
They want stakes in the PGA.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. The PIF's goal is to be a major player in golf.
That's why
live doesn't have to be part of that equation anymore for them.
$630 billion.
Yes, they're worth $600 billion. That's true. And one thing I know about rich people, they're the least likely people that want to burn their fucking money.
But they hold on. PGA already, but they want to stay in it.
They want to stay in golf. So what motivation does the PIF have to bleed the PGA completely dry?
Hold on.
Especially when live has been a failing entity.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Live has not provided any revenue whatsoever for PIF.
Well, it wasn't.
They sunk $2 billion into that.
You're misunderstanding finances.
Hold on.
No, I'm not. I'm understanding you spent $2 billion on a product.
Hold on. There's two things. So the PIF went into live understanding 2 billion, 10 billion wasn't shit to them. First off, so that's like $10 to the average. But you said what did they have? It was two-sided. So it was 7 weeks that they were talking or whatever, and it was two-sided. And what really caused this to happen is because both sides, when you go into the litigation, both sides are going to have to open up the books and open up everything. And guess what? The PGA is not super clean, just like the Saudis are not super clean.
Exactly. But here was the trigger 7 weeks ago.
So, right.
So you guys were saying, you guys were talking about how the trigger was, all the players at the Masters 7 weeks ago having their. No, I've listened. I know what's going on.
That was speculation.
7 weeks ago, you said one of the triggers was the performance of the players, of the live guys at Masters 7 weeks ago. No, that wasn't why these discussions started. That's when they started, because on April 6th, that's when the DP World Tour got their arbitration supported. And so that's what kickstarted these negotiations, because both of these guys, the PIF and the PGA, in their antitrust suit, all of their shit was going to be exposed, both of them. And neither one of them wanted that to happen. But the second the DP arbitration thing hit, that gave the PGA that much more leverage to say, okay, you guys have a problem. We have a problem. Let's come to the table, stop pissing money away on both ends.
Yeah.
And come to an agreement so we can both make money.
And fucking around with the players.
But the problem still exists because they both still have to open up their books.
Hold on.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They're under there. Yes, they do.
They don't have to open up their shit.
Yes, they
just don't have to see
not
it,
to one another.
No, the DOJ. They do.
DOJ, yeah, they do. Because each side.
That's if the DOJ continues on, which
I think they
no
might.
one said on my end. I can't speak for everybody, but no one said because someone won a major. That's why they started talking.
Hold on a minute.
I read it.
I mean, plenty of you guys said that was a trigger, but that's just a surface trigger.
More suspicious to the DOJ because all this shit that the PGA talked about all the books and how the Saudis were bad this way and bad that way, and then all of a sudden they merge with each other, that looks suspicious to the DOJ. I don't think it's going away.
So
I mean, the DOJ is going to look into it, but if you think these guys haven't already talked to political figures about this fucking thing and had discussions about the angles that are going to be looked at and all of that, you're foolish. They are so deep into this shit with the lawyers and politicians. This is not something that they can just like sweep under the rug, especially with how egregious it is.
If
So
you think the PIF was worried about somebody looking to their books, it's
100%.
No, it's a trust. 90% that's public record. And if you say that, and everybody already says the Saudi money's bad, you already said it's bad, but you can't do nothing about it.
Well, they took it. They
PGA
took the
don't
blood
want to
money.
their books because the own commissioner was already put up for using the private jets and shit like that for his own personal use, taking his family on trips and shit.
So I still want to know why you think the PIF was motivated to do this then.
Because PIF did this on a purpose. If we take a league that we want to be a part of, we'll start our own league. And at some point, they have to come to us because we have $630 billion. They can't outmoney us, ever.
I think.
But where does Live fit in that situation?
That was their whole
where does
they're trying to globalize golf
too?
They're trying to globalize golf.
It's
That's what
global
they're
golf.
trying to do.
It's not just PGA is not running the whole thing, because guess what? We're going to sit here and we're going to debate next year how shitty the name is for the whole encompassing company for all these golfers are sitting under, because it's going to be a big thing. PGA can have its own entity, Live can have its own entity, LPGA, but they all fall under one umbrella, which is going to be this shitty ass name that's going to be out there. And then the other thing I want to make a point of. So we talked about the players. Brooks performed in the Masters, and then he won 2 weeks later. But there's a little rumor out there that said that there was a big dog that was offered a little bit of money, and he was getting ready to flip and go over to Live, and that was one Jon Rahm. And so when they saw that, and there was another big dog going over there, don't tell me that was not going to be.
That's just another in the long list of triggers that Live guys have been claiming.
Now the thing
The second that Live got a big name, shit was going to be over for the PGA. That name, Cam Smith, happened. As soon as Live got a TV deal, shit was going to be over for the PGA. They got a TV deal. That shit happened. And then 3 weeks later,
you need to hold on for a minute, dude. Nobody on this pod, I haven't said that the shit was over for the PGA. I'm just
saying that all these triggers of these Live guys are, and I'm just saying that because Eric said it just again. There's another trigger that was potentially coming with Jon Rahm. And ultimately, none of those triggers have meant any sort of substantial revenue to offset the $2 billion that PIF has sunk into this thing.
Had no influence.
Startup.
None of it had any influence.
Yeah, I mean, this
no influence at all. None.
Dude,
None.
Then what motivation does PIF have?
I'm about to tell you if you all stop talking.
I would like to hear what motivation PIF has had to do this deal then.
Because they got the right of first refusal with the PGA. They can invest as much as they want and get the right and clean as much money as they want, clean up their image with the PGA, which does control the vast majority of golf in this world. So they actually got themselves into a respectable, quote unquote, respectable business. So that's what their motivation was. Do I think it would hurt if Jon Rahm figured out that, hey, I don't have to play on this grinding ass tour to still be able to win majors? Because look, Koepka just did it. So maybe he figured it out. And I think maybe some of the other top guys that are really good would figure out they don't have to play all the damn time, can get paid up front, and they might drop off too. Now, is it going to kill the PGA? By no means. But would they lose some star power? Yes.
And that's what I said. That they started
and that's
to get their foot in the door.
That's what we've been saying this whole time.
And you can lose some of that star power, but still,
if you have
Live's format has not been something that's been earth-shattering.
Yeah, but that's
and if it was,
but that's you're saying that.
No, I'm saying that's why PIF came to the table to do this thing.
But you also denied in the past, and you go listen to the tape, you denied that Live was changing the landscape of golf, and it did. It did. Look at what we're going through.
Changed the landscape of golf so
and
far.
they use Live as a tool to do it.
And it's going to go away now.
Well, they talked about maintaining.
That's what I'm telling you. What's the
team.
end goal of PIF?
Yeah.
And Chachi just said what their end goal was. And if they're going to accomplish that, now you've got this vehicle in Live that hasn't generated any revenue. Why the fuck do they need to keep pushing that? They can have it in some form or fashion with some of their formats in basically like a WGC capacity or something, where it's kind of a ancillary
Just
thing.
say you were wrong. Just say you were wrong. That's all I want to hear you say. You was wrong about the merger.
I just want you guys to think about this objectively.
just want you-
You
I
guys
just
had
want
a
you to say-
fucking 90-minute fucking stroke fest last week about how
I just want
the
you to say
Live
you're
fucking
wrong.
won everything, and the Live ain't gonna be around.
I just want you to say you're wrong. I just want you to say you're wrong. You can't say-
What was I wrong about?
Let me ask you this,
that the merger
The
wouldn't
whole
happen.
fucking thing.
I was wrong about the whole fucking thing.
You said they would never merge. Did you not say they would never merge?
Is it considered a merger if Live goes away?
No.
Well, let me ask you.
Right now it is.
Not going away.
Is it now? When they broke the news on the Golf Channel, did they not say Live and PGA Tour a merge?
Yes.
Did they not say that?
It is a
No,
merger.
all the headlines said it was a merger.
NFL and the
That's what
AFL
every headline
merged.
said.
The ABA and the NBA merged. I mean, that happens even though one took over. But the other thing is, let's say that Live becomes like the WGC and there's 14 events throughout the year that are Live events. How's that any different from what Live already is? It didn't go away.
And then, but that's the other thing is
PGA landscape.
you also got to look at the quantity of what are going to be the major events, because everybody's talking about, oh, you got these events with shit players or whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, whether you have like a 50-50 balance of Live and PGA, or it's 75-25, whatever it is, these guys are still only going to play X amount of weeks, right? I mean, it's not like you're going to just add 14 all of a sudden, and they're going to be these major Live events in addition to what already is PGA.
Now that depends on what the money looks like.
You have these team events instead of these city events.
Talking about they can play in any event.
That depends on what the money looks like. Now, if the money essentially increases, I would say, yeah, you have some golfers that might play some more.
I mean, that was the big sell with Live, is these guys were like, I could play a little less.
Well, maybe those events will be the team events, because I know those teams are valuable, because I know y'all was talking about the Nike trying to buy that one.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on that shit too. Jesus. The Nike was going to buy a team for $2 billion.
They did.
I don't know the particulars, but if people
Why
are interested
not?
in the teams, I mean, they might.
Because PIF started the Hall of Live for $2 billion. So how are you going to buy one team for $2 billion?
Oh.
Something that doesn't generate any money.
Hold on. So
what are you talking about? It doesn't generate any money.
This is an opportunity.
In merchandise alone, they'll get that back.
So
yeah, if they would put a fucking merchandise side up, you still get a 503 error trying to buy a fucking High Flyer shirt.
But wait,
who, by the way, is under trademark fucking violation.
They just made the announcement. They're supposed to have everything ready the next day.
Hold on, but wait.
It works like that.
Hold on.
I've been to the golf course and seen people wearing Live shit.
Hold on.
So they had a merchandise side up.
But why they were trying to make the deal is because you had the top athlete that's been winning, that won the last major. He's a Nike representative on there, and he said my first objective is to wear Nike and stuff. So Nike was like, hey, let's play nicely here or whatever. They're not buying off the Live store, Mike. That store, that hat where you got off the Nike store, where do you think you're gonna go and get any of the shit that they merged to? Nike. So
I'm sorry, what other athlete has been worth $2 billion? In anything?
Athletes.
Team. It's not. You're getting it wrong, dude. So it's the team.
I'm just asking. I just want to know who's worth $2 billion.
They bought the team, not.
Team of athletes.
Okay, sorry. Give me 4 athletes worth $2 billion. I was off by 3 guys. Sorry.
Gretzky and LeBron.
You say Gretzky?
If you take over time, he's back in the day and he retired. But if you took over time, yes, his net worth would have been over $2 billion.
Look, it is what it's going to be. What we don't know is just like everybody fucking else, right? We can argue this to the end.
And that's what I wanted to hear last week from you guys.
We don't
This
know.
just happened. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
I did say that last week.
My only point in this whole
listen,
thing
man.
was you were wrong about the merger. That's it. That's all. I don't care about the rest. You were wrong about the merger.
Oh my God.
There was a merger and you were wrong.
Hey,
So
and Guess what? And we're
You
gonna
don't have much credit right now.
and this is the thing. We're going to find out what's going to happen at the end of this season, right? We know Liv is signed through 2024, and they're going to be doing their thing, and that those athletes actually will be able to play in the PGA stuff. We do know that.
Well, they're still talking about
spelled out.
penalizing them.
That's what it was spelled out. That's what I was reading. That was spelled out. But we don't know. We don't know.
I mean, ultimately, it should basically revert back to what it used to be with some ancillary events. But the whole money and how they figure that out with guys that got paid and guys that didn't get paid,
right?
That'll be interesting to see.
Mikey, what say you?
I got nothing for you.
People who didn't get paid because they didn't go won't get paid now.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Should took the money.
And they shouldn't, like, they're like, oh, they should get equity. No.
We
made a bad business decision. We all gamble on our 401ks and all this shit. We have to make decisions on stocks and shit like that. Guess what? You made a bad business decision. You crapped out. I'm sorry.
And Rory's
but then you're also talking about like what, 10, 12 guys
Well,
that
that's
could have
their
got
problem.
paid.
That's
and the
why
10, 12 guys that could have got paid are guys that get paid.
Sure.
That's why I think Monahan is recovering now because
there-
he went out there and said that shit.
and he can't do it. And Rory said, well, he's commissioner, so Liv are really under him.
Hold on.
If you know business and finances, your CEO only runs a certain amount of business. After a certain dollar point, you have to ask your board of directors, which the PIF guy is on the board of directors. Well, can we give them money? No, motherfucker, no. Unless you're gonna give everybody money.
And that's the other point of all this is it's still got to be approved by like 3 different entities.
Right.
Correct.
So I doubt that shit will
That's what I
get.
said.
So Marcus, I'll admit I'm wrong when those 3 entities voted in first, and then we'll talk about it.
It's gonna get approved.
Merger happened.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's 100% wrong, but cool.
Look, this is what this is what we have to say about this. We can keep level heads about it. Hey, all we want to say is we enjoyed Live Golf as well as PGA Golf. Now, there is some things like you have to shake it up. People were saying, what does feel right about it? What we saw was the whole thing of you can't trust these PGA motherfuckers because guess what? The same thing that he talked about, this motherfucker went and took the money and left everybody out to dry and didn't even tell them while he was doing the shit. It was broke on fucking Twitter. So that was the whole gist of everything, the whole protectionism of everything of like, hey, these players are who is making the money, and this is what it's about. We should get paid and be protected in this way and know what's going on and have a control in everything. Now, we saw the backhanded shit. We can all admit, even you, Commish, you know it was backhanded what PGA commissioner did. Yeah, it could be business and shit like that, but he's telling you, don't mention the name, don't take the money, do all this stuff like that. And then he took the fucking blood money.
Is it still blood money?
And what was behind both of those actions?
Is it still blood money?
That's a good question. Is it still blood money?
Self-preservation is behind both of those actions.
Still blood money.
I don't know. Ask his IV.
Is it still blood money? Because
Ask his IV right now.
Man, you're the type of dude that cheers for a dude breaking his leg in the middle of a game, aren't you?
If it fucking happens, you shouldn't have jumped that way.
Is it still blood money when you claimed it was blood money all along and they were so bad and so evil? Is it still blood money when you take it?
I mean, that's a straw man argument you're making for me. I never said shit about blood money.
That's what, but the commission.
I'm going by the commission. It's worse.
And all the PGA fanboys, blood money, brought politics into it, did all that shit. Remember, I went on a big ass rant.
Wait, they just said it's not about politics anymore.
Oh, they did say that. Oh, I forgot, but it was all over their channel. It was about politics and the Ryder Cup, but they had to flip.
What the fuck ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. And their biggest douchebag on TV had to flip and eat crow. It's craziness. So
why is he still working there?
He's still there, dude. Kissing ass. He's still
there.
He
should have quit.
TV tonight.
Mr. Ryan Mighty should have quit.
He should have quit. He said he would quit, actually. But with that being said, let's go into the U.S. Open because guess what? Both sides are playing this weekend in a course that is going to kick everyone's ass, and I'm here for it. Suge, where are they playing at?
This tournament's going to take place at the Los Angeles Country Club in Los Angeles, California. They got to have some kind of sports action out there. It's be a long summer out there.
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
Par of 70 with 7,423 yards. Purses 8.7 million. Let's talk about this field and who we think is gonna, take it.
So the field is loaded. Okay. And the thing that is actually the most interesting piece, and Buga and I were talking about it, are the pairings. So there's a pairing that stands out to me the most because the Brooks Koepka is matched up with Rory McIlroy, and then I believe it's Hideki. Yep, it's Hideki, Brooks, and Rory all in one. So what
great.
say you about that pairing in itself? Will Rory actually show up and do what he has to do? Or will, as Brooks said, hey, I like the chaos. Everyone can have their chaos. I just come out there and kick everybody's ass. So what say you about that pairing in itself? Who do you think is going to perform on that first day?
It's going to be the quietest pairing out of all the pairings out there because Hideki doesn't speak English and Rory and fucking
Brooks won't talk.
And Brooks won't talk. So there might be one word said between the three of them for the whole fucking round of golf.
Visuals,
Yeah.
Hideki speaks perfect English, man. He's just acting like he doesn't. He knows what he's doing.
Wow.
The body language that you're gonna be able to read and the tension. Oh, that's gonna be I'm just gonna follow that pairing.
I don't think Brooks is gonna have any body tension or.
Oh, he won't.
Brooks don't give a shit.
He won't.
Yeah.
But I know Rory will.
Rory's gonna shoot 65 or 85.
I think
commentating.
I think Rory gonna shoot the 85 because he seems to fold when he gets in these big groups like that. And I mean, we ain't doing our picks yet, but Hideki is a dark horse, man. That guy can play well.
Yeah.
I think Brooks is gonna have a fit when his ball falls into those rough. They can find it and stuff, and kind of gonna be hard to hit out of.
Brooks doesn't care.
He always pouts and stuff when things don't go his way, and he's always on a downward spiral. So
Is
it a pout or is it a confident scowl?
Golf at all?
I think he's gonna make Rory eat more crow.
So
make Rory eat more crow.
the pairings are awesome. Phil Mickelson, we'll see how he is received at this tournament. He has been met with some boos and some cheers at a lot of events and stuff like that. So that will be an interesting piece. What'd you say?
He's showing up richer.
You never lied about that. He's rich.
He should have Richie Rich on his collar or something.
He's being sued. He needs a new logo, so because he's about to be sued.
Yes.
For his team one. So Richie Rich actually might work for him. So what other good pairings are out here? So you got
Xander, Rahm, and Hovland.
That's a good one. I like
Xander's still on tour.
Victor's playing, man.
Hovland is playing pretty well too.
And I think that Xander tends to play well when he gets put in a good group.
He does. Hey, Bug, what about Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky's
How you feel about Ricky this weekend?
Ricky ain't gonna finish in the top 25.
Well, Ricky's actually matched up pretty well. He's with Justin Rose and Jason Day. And so
top 25.
Good pairing for him.
Top 25. I think he can make it.
I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to that one too. I think top 25 you can maybe do that.
And I still got a bottle credit with you, Bug. So
Oh shit!
Top 25, Mikey.
I'm not. Let me think on that one.
It's like that's a good under-over number right there.
What do you think about that? Max Homer and Scheffler and Mark Howard.
That
grouping.
That's what I was about to talk about.
Man, I think Scheffler gonna whoop
I
their
think
ass.
Morikawa's a paper tiger.
Ali.
He hasn't been the same.
Ali.
Yeah.
I'll bet you. I bet you Ricky makes it to the top 25 and you bet he don't.
Wow. goodness.
Damn, I'm trying to influence the world.
You trying to set up bets.
Okay. What about this? Who's gonna finish higher, Max Homa or Ricky Fowler?
Ooh, shit.
Yo,
Ooh.
that's
I
a
got
good
Max.
question.
I got Max too.
I'm gonna go with Ricky.
Max.
I'm gonna go with Ricky then. Yeah.
I'm going Ricky.
Cooler said Max. So I'm going with Ricky.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm
Ali
taking
said, I'm going
Ricky.
the opposite.
Yeah, I'm taking Ricky on that. So it should be interesting, but with that being said, can we talk about this course? Did you guys see the rough and
That's
the
fucked
grass
up.
and shit like that? That is ridiculous.
Fuck
Mikey,
thought-
what do you do to get out of that?
Play it back in your stance, take fucking more loft, and swing as hard as you can at it.
like some 70s porn bush
Oh,
out
so you
there.
Pretty
take
much,
more
yeah.
lock. You take
Yeah.
more lock.
Oh
If-
god, yeah.
If you find the ball.
Yeah, it's not fun to play on.
You got to get it up out of it.
I always thought you just had to drive it out of that shit. Okay, I didn't.
No, you want to get it up out of it as fast as you can. Because if you're taking less loft, you're driving it through the grass. So you want to get it up and over it.
Get it stuck again.
You want to try to get ball first contact as best you can, so get it off that back foot.
Have you guys ever had a situation where where you've had to do something that's similar? Like that rough's going to be one, and that's obvious. That course is different, but
Me and Chachi.
anybody-
Yeah, every time we get to
my fucking wrist because we was playing Torrey Pines right before the Farmers, and 3 months before and 3 months after, Torrey Pines is beautiful, just immaculate, and that shit was so rough that I was in the rough. I swung as hard as I could. I didn't take enough loft.
There you go.
Like me either.
My whole wrist, I couldn't. I was done for the rest of the day. I
It was
couldn't
only like the fourth or fifth hole too. That's what sucked about it too.
Oh shit!
try to play, but it hurt so bad.
But it was like
Yeah.
the rough was so deep, and you couldn't go car. It was car path only too. And so what they would do is they just give you a clock. You get in the rough, it was like 2 minutes, and drop a new ball, no penalty, because you ain't gonna find it.
Oh shit!
That's crazy. Man.
I had this happen to me at Buffalo Run some years back,
I
and
was gonna say that.
it was so thick, and my ball was like sitting like at the very bottom. Like I barely even saw it too. And when I tried to hit out of it, like Buga said, man, my wrist was hurting,
Damn.
and I barely hit that thing barely 5 yards, even at that when I even hit it. So
You caught all that reverb and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, with them playing, we can get to our picks right now. I'll go around the room. Who do you think is going to win the U.S. Open? Mikey.
I got Honma or Hovland.
All right. Buga.
I have Hovland, but I have to have Brooks up there. Only thing that surprised me is Scheffler had a higher favorites odds than everybody else, and he hasn't done shit.
Can't make a putt.
He hasn't done. You said Scheffler hasn't done shit.
He hasn't won shit.
Remember, I walked you through all his.
Whoa. Done shit to say you can win a major because he hasn't won one, and he hasn't won a tournament. He's won what? How many tournaments he's won this year?
Like 3, 2 or 3,
2.
and he's been like the top 10, like in almost every other one.
Yeah.
We talked about it. You said top 10, but that's not being up at the top.
But that gives you a chance to win.
They all have a chance if you're saying that.
You ain't in the top 10, you ain't got a chance.
So Rory ain't got a chance then.
Rory, I don't think Rory got a chance. You're right.
Okay. Well, I got Victor and Brooks.
Okay. Marcus.
I'm gonna go with Rom. I think Rom can bounce back on this one, and then give me JT. For sure.
Okay. Commissioner, who you got?
Me, Shane Lowry, and Adrian Moronk.
Whoa.
Adrian, who?
Hey,
Adrian!
Shane Lowry though. Shane Lowry, man, he's been playing some good golf though. I could see that. Give you that, Mike.
Ali.
well, I don't want to curse this fella, man, but
Oh shit.
I was kind of looking at John Rahm
Oh,
out there.
Well,
Pull that, boy.
give me Hovland. Give me Hovland, and
Go ahead and name 7 more, Ali. Go ahead.
scratch Rom. I'm scratching Rom.
and my long shot, I don't say long shot, but I would say Xander. I think Xander
Oh.
might How about top 5?
It was mine.
I'll put money on the top 5 on Xander. No chance.
Yeah.
I'll put that money on that too.
Chachi, who you got?
Well, I mean, so I was gonna say my money would go on Kepka, but I thought Xander until Ali opened his mouth. So I'm gonna go at Hatton. That's my dark horse. Hatton.
There you go.
Suge.
I'm gonna go Brooks. I'm also gonna go Cam Smith, and I also will throw Hovland up there because I think he's playing phenomenal golf as well. So those are my 3.
I only got one pick. I'm going with Brooks. He's playing pretty well. So
Now,
Yeah,
if Brooks wins this one, like where do you rank this run? I mean,
and it's epic, dude.
He's getting up there.
If he wins,
it's not a
this,
Tiger Slam. It's not the slam.
not,
I mean, it's pretty
you
damn.
gotta say it's a pretty fucking good run because he almost won the Masters.
I think, but
Yeah, it's basically equivalent to Tiger's best run
yeah,
in terms of tournaments played and percentage of
wins.
major wins.
yep.
But I was gonna say you can't go with that Hatton pick, man, because anytime a course seems just slightly unfair, that dude just loses his shit, man.
I know.
He's gonna be in that rough just one time, and he's gonna be like, "Fuck this, I'm
He's been
done."
playing so well this year. He was
like
one I
it's
thought should have went to live. He should have went to live, but he's been playing well.
That dude, he plays well, but man, he just fucking blows his top, and it's a wrap.
It's gonna be interesting to watch, man. Starts tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow, and it should be good. Make sure you check out the U.S. Open. I know
and
you're
I'm
gonna
off
be watching.
until next Monday.
So
Well,
you
next Monday,
just chilling, huh?
Well,
Watching
I'm
golf.
I'm
Shout
off
out to Juneteenth. Shout out to Juneteenth.
and I'm off on Monday for Juneteenth, and I leave for Hawaii on Tuesday for a week,
Nice.
and don't come back until Monday. So I'll go back the weekend, go work back the week until Tuesday.
Have some
So
local
you off
moco
tomorrow?
for
What
me.
are those employees, huh?
I might have a LA Country Club on the simulator. We could play as we watch.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I can come by.
That's on the simulator?
I think I might have that one.
Really?
I think so. Have to look.
Interesting.
That place is awesome, though. I've played it twice. It's so good.
Thanks, Mikey.
You're welcome. Just throw that in there. Just drop that shit in.
He makes Scotty mad every time he says it too.
So the ladies are playing in the what tournament, Suge?
The Meijer. I guess
All right.
that's or the Fries. Is that Fry? You got? Is it like Meijer and Fries? Is that what it was? Is that the? Is that
Rise
the?
is no longer, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Then maybe that's why it's the.
But yeah.
Okay, that makes
But
sense. We used to have
they're
agent locations there. So, anyways, okay, go ahead. Will you?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
All right. They're playing at the Blythefield Country Club, and I believe that's in Belmont, Michigan. Is that by Detroit? Anybody know?
Could be.
Yeah, could be.
Par 72, 6,638 yards, purse of $2.5 million for the ladies. Go ahead and get your change and your dollars.
Shout out to the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be looking and watching that and having a great time. I know. Well, we'll watch you late at night because that's when they're going to put you on because the U.S. Open's on.
LPGA uncut.
Yeah. Wow.
After dark.
LPGA uncut. That's wild.
When I go to sleep,
That's wild.
the cheeks, baby. Right to the cheeks.
I'm just playing, man.
Wild. I love it. So let's can we get to the 19th hole real quick? Should be a good discussion. Should be fun. Creative. People really like what we do with the 19th hole. So
Listen, I'm on the 19th hole and I'm looking at a gimme.
hey, this 19 hole is athletes with the best nicknames. We just saw a guy just win the first championship in Denver, and I think that his nickname and his last name make one of the best combinations ever. The Joker is one of the best nicknames for an athlete, especially how they play on it, and you see him like where they paint him up, and he's holding the card and all that shit. Hey, we cannot argue it. He is ranked among some of the best big men in NBA history, the Joker. Great nickname. So let's go around and talk about some of these nicknames. Buga, what's some of your athletic favorite nicknames that you've heard?
I can't say Joker has the best, but he is best player this year overall. Got to give him that. But anything Shaq had.
The big ass.
Shaq had the best nickname, the big Aristotle. That motherfucker didn't care.
Yeah, he was making up all kind of shit.
Yes, I got Sweetness, great nickname.
Yep.
Shit was dope.
And I'm not a Kobe fan, but Mamba was a great nickname.
Gangster. Yep.
One of my favorites, Iverson and the Answer. I'm the answer.
Right. I like it. Marcus, what you got?
Air Jordan. One of the most expensive ones.
Call that a nickname? You still use your last name.
Then you had Flojo was a nice one.
Oh,
because of how smooth she was.
And her legs was smooth, baby.
Oh yes, they went all the way up.
And then the Mailman, that was another good one.
Whoa.
I like the Mailman until he
And
got
all the ones Boogie said was like, can't hate on no.
Okay. Commish, what you got?
Give me a pair of guys, one of my favorite teams growing up with Rain Man and the Glove.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
Glove, yes, I got your match. His glove was
on
perfect.
camp, man.
Love that.
And then honorable mention, He Hate Me.
Oh,
today.
Mike with the that I give you that.
Mike
That
D
shit was
just won
hard.
the internet.
Yep, that shit was hard.
Man, 2 wins
Ali,
in 1 week.
Yeah. Alli, what you got?
I think in recent months, the one I like the most is Street Clothes for
Oh,
Mr. for Mr.
Talk about a guy with a lot of nicknames.
I don't even know if
I think
AD
that
claims that shit, but he
Oh,
should
he-
trademark that shit.
He needs to get that tattooed.
Yeah, he should. But yeah, and then Hemi Buckets is another one that happened recently. So beyond that, yes, everyone you guys mentioned, I kind of relate to. Yeah.
He's Hemi no buckets. That dude.
Yeah,
didn't do
Hemi
shit.
no buckets. Yeah, he let me down.
He didn't do shit.
Unbelievable. I think I'm the reason why he performed badly in this postseason.
I do not doubt that.
Okay, moving on.
Chachi.
Me, I stole. I thought I was gonna be the only one that brought He Hate Me to the party, so y'all got that one from me. Just because of my name and growing up, Sir Charles, I had to go with that one.
That shit was hard. Like it.
Sweetness, of course. So Sweetness was up. That one was, of course. And then the Big Fundamental. I like the Big Fundamental.
Damn, bro, he had 80 of them.
Nice. Mikey, what you got?
The one that immediately comes to mind when I think of sports Knicks names are hockey player Stu Grimson was known as the Grim Reaper because he
Ooh, that's
beat the
dope.
fuck out of everybody.
I like
And
it.
I mean, it's hard not to bring up the kid, fucking Griffey, and say hey.
Okay, I like Suge.
So there's all of these have been great, man. I'm gonna go with a couple because I like the boxing ones a lot too. So like Evander Holyfield, the real deal. Like that shit was always tight to me. I'm trying to think of the Marvelous Marvelin Hagler. That shit was always cool to me too. And then I'm gonna throw another one out here. Let me think here. One of the NBA ones that I always liked was I'm trying to think of the dude's name, man. He played
Black
for
Jesus.
No, that was Ray Allen. That was cool. But Sean
Oh,
Marion.
That was way back before Ray Allen, Black Jesus.
Oh yeah, but he took the second one, but or Baby Jesus is what they called him. But the Matrix.
Jesus Shuttleworth.
Yeah, Sean Marion.
Yeah, I always liked. I always liked that nickname. In the ticket too with KG and shit.
Yeah.
The White Chocolate. I remember
White
him.
chocolate was dope too.
Mike, it was and Charles, the closer for the Padres.
Trevor Hoffman?
What was his nickname? Sandman or whatever?
No,
that was a dude from the Yankees.
Yeah, that was Mariano.
Oh, that was Mariano.
Trevor didn't have a nickname. He just had the Hell's Bells he came into.
Oh, because I listened to the music. Hell's Bells should come on. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he didn't have a nickname.
I'm gonna roll with the Nigerian Nightmare.
Oh, that's the
There you go.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that was
Till
a
he ran
crazy
up
one.
on Steve Atwater.
Yeah.
The
Megatron.
bus. The bus. That's another one.
The bus was good. Megatron was crazy. Prime time.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
prime time,
Eldrick.
baby. And he
We're on the
he
golf
was
show. Ain't nobody said Eldrick's nickname.
I know. I saw
Iger. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who's he?
Because he changed his whole name to that shit.
I got the Iceman, George Gervin.
Yeah, that's
Iceman. He was dope.
Oh,
The
Daryl
Juice,
Dawkins.
man. Yeah. Oh yeah, Yep.
The
From
great
Chocolate
one.
Thunder.
The great one.
Sweet Pea.
You forgot
Whitaker.
No, Whitaker,
Yeah.
Highlight reel.
yeah. Flash, who's
Human Highlight
you
Reel.
know who
Flash.
Flash was?
What about Penny?
Penny was good.
Little Penny was better.
That little Penny was dope.
What about the Juice, man?
Yeah.
OJ, man. That
Until he
hey,
started
man.
stabbing
You
people.
mean murder?
Hey, Magic Irvin.
I just was the other one I was gonna say, but yeah.
People said the Mamba. Of course, I had to mention that. And then
Charlie
the
Hustle.
and then the Sheriff.
What about Charlie Hustle?
Mm-hmm.
What about Babe Ruth?
Hey, and I thought the Karl Malone was cool until I found out he was like, humping high school chicks.
Whoa. So Big Poppy.
Big Poppy is cool. I'll take that one.
Not until he's talking about the Yankees is my daddy.
Yikes.
Poppy if you got a daddy.
That wasn't Big Poppy, wasn't that the pitcher?
Nah.
No, the pitcher was calling the Yankees and call him his daddy or something like that.
No, it was
and let's not forget the Duke also that wore number 7.
Yeah.
So.
He was way better player than anything else.
For October.
Yeah, that's a good one. Curly Neal, he started that whole dribbling thing, so that was crazy.
Pistol Pete,
the Hitman.
Oh yeah,
Thomas Hearn.
You can go forever.
Did y'all like the Admiral? Like
the Golden
David
Bear?
Robinson?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it
Golden Bear.
I guess for David Robinson.
Yeah.
Mr. October. How about Reggie Jackson?
Yep. So, man, shout out to all these athletes that had these great nicknames. Just gave us something to think about, like watching the athletes and stuff that we grew up with. But now we're gonna get into our favorite segment.
Wait, so I got a question.
Uh-oh. What happened?
What would Ja Morant's nickname be?
Shooter.
Shooter McGavin. Pew, pew, pew. Dumbass.
Fucking felon.
Hard-headed.
They said there's a meme out there with him and Zion on it. It's like something like Buns and Guns.
What's Zion's nickname?
It'd be a long nickname for Ja B. He think he hard until some real hard niggas walk in the room.
Wow. What about what about Zion though? What do y'all have to say about him and his situation? What's his nickname now?
Corn
AD Light.
Corn Cobber.
Big Daddy.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Maury.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Cream corn.
You are the father.
Hey, my guy was busy off the court.
John been watching reruns of Maury Povich.
He said
his name would be She Hate Me.
Oh, you got a winner.
He was like, I love Dallas. I love playing in Dallas, man. That's where he been meeting all them hoes.
Well,
he buying cooling ads and all.
They from Fort Worth.
Like he really like.
Yeah, he gonna be buying a lot of wigs and weaves.
Buying $200,000 and $300,000 cars for these chicks.
He's up for trade right now, so we'll see the next home.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. That's what I hear.
Got to come up out a lot of loot. Gonna be paying for a lot of horsehair gonna go missing.
Similac and horsehair, can't beat it.
Okay, let's get into our hate of the week, and then we'll hit Hard Knock Slice, get our song, and we're gonna get out of here. So let's get into our hate of the week.
You ain't got no thick white girls, do you? You see that when he left and he asked that girl, like, you ain't got no thick white girls that might want to get down with us.
Yes. Saw this. So let's go around the room and talk about our hate. We haven't done that in a while, and I know everyone has hate. I would like to go around and talk about the hate that we have.
Did anybody hate on us this week?
I didn't have time to gather it, but I know that there was some. I'll bring it next week. Actually, there was probably more than some. So I just have to filter that. So next week I'll do that. Buga, since you were speaking, you have any hate this week?
Travel prices, bruh. I'm gonna say I don't have no hate, but I'm leaving for Hawaii on Tuesday, and my flight and hotel costs more than my flight and hotel going to Italy with Mikey and them.
Oh shit!
And I'm only going to Hawaii. And I remember my daughter was at U of H. I was paying $170 round trip to go to Hawaii.
It was COVID.
I don't give a fuck. You don't go from 170 to $3,500.
You gotta strategically place those reservations. You can get them cheap.
Bruh, you can't. I use Google Flights.
When did you buy it?
Get out up and down. I don't give a fuck. You can go a month out, and the prime time to get flights is 14 days. Known fact.
Yeah, 14 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the cheapest days.
You're right, but who the fuck flying on a Tuesday, Wednesday unless you're a porn star?
No,
You're flying on Tuesday.
That's the
What I'm about to say.
those are the cheapest days to look. It's not, no, that's not book those days. Those are the cheapest days to look.
Yeah.
No, bro, I was looking every day, so that don't count. Next try.
It just count. Well, count for me because I've always had
It's at night. You got to do it at night.
Okay, one, you going from Oklahoma to Colorado.
I'm not talking about just here. I'm talking about Jamaica. I ain't never spent $3,500 to go to Jamaica.
Our trip to Hawaii to Italy.
I'm just telling you what worked for me. Maybe it did work for you.
Okay, I travel all the time. So yes. And right now the shit was ridiculous. Now I understand it's summertime.
Stay your ass out of Hawaii. Stay your ass out of Hawaii in June.
Well, then, you know what? I love you, Marcus, but fuck you and not you, Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus Edwards, Herm's son, he want to get married in fucking June in Hawaii.
Yeah, but where you get to play?
Oh, what the? Okay, why you bringing up old shit?
So that's why you're gone.
Helicopter rides and what?
But
well, I've been to San Diego and see, man.
Hey, shout out to hey, congratulations.
Go to San Diego, see if you can find a couple refugee boats on the way over.
We going from Waikiki, and he got the helicopter to fly to go play Kapalua.
Congrats to big homie too for getting married.
That can get you there. He might got discounts on Spirit.
Yikes.
I don't believe it.
Where you got to pay
right now, I guarantee you, if you go in there right now, you can take a Spirit flight over for $63.72.
And your bag will get there for about a
round trip. Round trip with, and you can take 30 bags with you.
You just got to hang on to the wing.
Yeah, I serve drinks while you're doing it.
Wow.
Booger, you better give me some peanuts.
I'm playing Kapalua, so I can't be that man.
I got grape and red Kool-Aid on Spirit is the drink.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Jesus.
Anybody else got show of hands? Who else hate? Let me see who's next. Oh, okay. Commish, what you got?
Hating on Negro travel tips.
Oh. Wow.
Got to look on Tuesday, bitch. Whatever day you look, you look.
No, I got just nothing but love beyond that. I love when guys bet against me, that type of shit.
Oh, hey, slide that in there. Gotcha.
Good one.
I only bet against you once, and we 50-50.
Yikes.
Still waiting to get paid the first time you bet me.
Ooh.
Say it again?
I'm still waiting to get paid from the first time you bet me.
When?
Oh, Phoenix years and years ago.
You said years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, and what do I owe you?
I believe it's $80.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll send that to you right now. My bad.
Well,
Shit, I didn't know I could just say stuff and you'd say okay. You also owe me from 2 years ago.
You owe me a 10-second car.
I lent you $80 in 1970.
Right, I need interest for $80, and I don't remember. Shit.
You don't, because you had so many Crown and Cokes that day.
Ooh. Oh hell. Didn't you live in the space that watched that whole thing when we was at the house last with Waste Management?
What's that?
That's
Did you
right.
lose in spades or dominoes that washed that out?
I do not lose in either of those things, sir.
Well, remember they beat us.
Oh.
They beat us in spades on the last hand.
Oh yeah.
The dominoes. No one can say shit because I was dominating dominoes. So
Yeah, I mean, I always lose the last round of the night after I've been there since 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You came last minute.
lost one hand in dominoes. So
Okay. Any Chachi, you had
I got some middle class hate. I
Okay.
hate when you're on a plane and the people behind you got to stand up and try to like rush forward like they're just gonna like trap you in your seat. They can't just let people get out and go. So that's number one. And then actual golf hate, only because I know all of us do this. I'm playing really well, but now I'm sitting here. I should be instead of being happy, I'm looking at the 3 birdie to bogey putts, 3 putts there, and I'm looking at the bogey in the last 4. Like I should get better. I gotta be better now. So I ain't even satisfied. That's just it's kind of annoying.
That's just golfer shit. You're never going to be happy with yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
True. Anybody else got hate? I got okay.
Marcus got some hate.
Okay, Marcus.
I hate people who have no regard for human life.
Yeah.
That's what I hate. I hate that some idiots took a celebration in the city of Denver and then turned it into a violent situation right in front of almost the entire Denver police force. It just so happens one of the guys that got hit 3 times is a good friend of ours. It's her son. And he was hit 3 times. He's been in surgery the last 2 days. He's one of the ones that was in critical condition. So I hate assholes that they just don't have regard for life, period. And that includes their own, because they're just done now.
Right.
So just took a beautiful thing that people waited 47 years to see, and they turned it into that.
Yep.
I thought Denver was going to be that one city where, yeah, they might have tore up some shit, climbed up some light poles, shit like that, but
yeah,
not hurt people.
No, man.
Over a celebration. It was a celebration and people got hurt. It's just sad.
Yeah, sad.
Yep.
Suge, you had some hate?
Yeah, I really do. Fuck Michael Wilbon, is that his name?
Yeah.
That punk ass motherfucker on ESPN.
Whoa.
You need to get the fuck off the air, dude. Sick and tired of hearing your punk ass talk all this shit about a fucking team. And I don't know if you ever picked up a motherfucking basketball with your bitch ass. So I'm really on an ESPN boycott because of his fucking punk ass. And if I see you, I'll tell you that. And I'm not scared to tell you that shit.
Is this
because
over
I think
Denver?
you a bitch, huh?
Is this over Denver?
No, I just think when he talks and commentates about basketball in general, fuck him, dude.
This is over Denver.
No. I'm through with him just disrespecting the game of basketball with his bullshit ass commentary.
But
period.
he did hate on Denver along with
he hated on
Perkins.
he hated on every team, dude. I don't want to hear his bitch ass on the air no more. That's my hate. So when I see his punk ass, I'm turning the shit. I'm through with him.
You and Mike Wilbon about the same body build and height, so he might with the ass.
Hey, let's get in the ring. Let's get in the ring. I'll sanction that shit.
He getting you all the smoke. He taking your light skin card from you.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, I'll fuck him up. Let's get in the ring if we need to.
Woo. Okay.
No,
Well,
it's
Wilbon, you heard it.
Wilbon, right?
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
Shit.
He's the bitch ass part of what is that? What did they got? PTI or whatever the fuck they got?
He gonna catch.
He said Mike Wilbon.
Gonna catch Reggie in the airport.
Fuck
Hey,
him.
bitch ass nigga, was that you talking that shit?
Yeah, let's go. Drop the luggage, son, and get these fucking hands.
Woo. Hey, so my hate is because it's summertime and I've seen a lot of bad ones out there.
Oh no, here it comes.
Hey, the dudes that are holding on to their dreads, if you can slap your forehead with all 5 hands like this, you got to let that shit go. I've seen some bad ones like over the last 6 weeks. It's summertime. They take the scullies off. Ooh, buddy. You got to let that go.
My brother back in the day.
Oh, his was rough too, fam. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Like Snoops.
But
like Snoops.
Snoop's got this. Snoop got big
trying.
ass hands. So his shit wrapped like this, it's gone. His shit is back here. That's why he's wearing the scarves and shit. It's time to let it go. I seen a dude driving today. It was bad. It was super bad. So if y'all got the 5 hand up here, you got to let it go. And then on the toe thing,
That's where I thought she was going.
right? Like that's hanging over. I was informed at a Larry June concert that the reason why girls have their toes hanging over is so that they get more traction and grip.
Oh man, come on.
Ain't that what she said, Reg?
Buy some new shoes that got grip.
I don't know if that works though. I don't know if I'm
That
buying.
is what she said.
I don't
to
know
us.
if I'm buying that.
Remember that dude that was refereeing the basketball game and he had the 5 braids and they was started back here?
Oh, it was rough.
He had point that made that bullshit call on the kids, and I screamed out. I said, "I can tell by your hairdo you make bad decisions."
Sure did. Sure did. 100% you did. I remember that.
And
But-
Eric,
Yes.
that the toes hanging over for the more grip, that only works in hotel room floors when they're going to see Far Side.
Wow. Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
What?
See,
You
I
get
knew I was.
carpet
I-
better than concrete.
It was no fucking in that action.
That's what you know. It helps.
It was
when
only
you
a
spread
little
the
bit of
cheeks.
head.
Yeah, a little head.
It was only a little bit of head. So
Yeah. But her toes, she was on her knees and toes.
they was just bent. So that's cold blooded. I think that's about all the hate we have. Mikey, you have any hate? You good?
Just baby Gronk's dad.
Oh yeah, he was wild. I saw that interview. He's a piece of shit, actually.
Oh, it's fucking child abuse.
Yeah.
What? So what happened?
I was coaching his kid on a podcast or whatever. Just it's his. I feel bad for the kid because it's his dad just pushing him out there and telling him what to say, trying to be the cool fucking it
Oh, you're
kind of guy.
the dude who do you get drafted by?
No, it's baby Gronk. He's like he's like a he's like a 10-year-old kid that his dad just is like pushing out there like he's some sort of influencer or star, fucking gonna be the next kid, and it's just.
I thought you meant the kid that got drafted by. I think he went to Notre Dame. Then wasn't that the? There was a kid that got drafted this year that they called Baby Gronk too.
Oh really? No, yeah. This is some 10-year-old kid that it's sad.
Yeah, it is. And that interview was cringy.
That's sad.
I cringed. I would never do that.
It's probably sanctioned by Michael Wilbon.
Oh, wow. And that wraps our hate section of the week, man. Wilbon, hey, bro. You was a little tough, I guess. I see.
He gonna fuck you up.
Kornheiser gonna come out the side and shank him.
Hey, I hope he come on, bring it. I'll knock them glasses clean off your. I'll knock them glasses off his face like Chuck.
Kornheiser looked like he'd fight like this, like old school and shit.
But where we at the Foundry? That's you gonna see Michael Wilbon's glass. Just gonna see them glasses fly the fuck off.
Hating on Wilbon, trying to.
Good Jesus.
Yes.
And the C off your hat.
He had no hate for sports in him like Wilbon the whole season until the Nuggets.
Hey,
won.
I'm gonna slap him so hard that he'll grow some hair.
He waited until he was like 87.
I know, but I'm gonna slap him so hard he's gonna grow something.
Michael Wilbon will smack fire out your ass.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Pumping them up.
Let's get it.
Pumping up.
That's cool. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Taste out your shit.
Let's get it.
Speaking of slap and taste, we have the week 1 winner of the Hard Knock Slice, the commish, Mike D, with a nice, I don't know, it was like 18 foot. It was a decent amount putt, and he had to sink it to win. He had to read his lines and everything, and he dropped it in. And all day, people would try to score well. If you get a par or something, this motherfucker's going to drop a birdie in you.
Right with you.
What'd you say?
Right with you.
Yeah, he was right with you. He was playing with you all day. As soon as you start to put the pressure on, hey, he wasn't feeling it, and he was doing it. So shout out to you, Commish, for putting in the work.
Mikey? What was your final score?
80.
Oh, okay, nice.
So he was
How was
playing.
the track? Was it hard track, like open or like target golf?
No, it's kind of a mixed bag. They revamped the city park course And so it's like half how it used to be, then half of it's kind of quirky but tree lined and
small space.
It can get a little tight there.
Yeah.
Speaking of trees,
Ali,
can you tell us a story of what happened?
Man, I hit a tree so hard the tree leaned over. And it was 100-year-old tree too, to boot.
How many trees did you hit on that hole?
I hit like 2 trees. I had the same tree twice from different points.
I want to make sure you answered one and then told me how many times you hit that one.
I hit that one twice from different angles, and I was like, yeah. And that was the end of my round.
Hit the golf cart, went back out.
Hit the golf
you
cart,
would have hit the tree a third time if the cart didn't get in the way.
Yeah.
How the fuck you hit the same tree?
It was right in front of him.
Okay, so if something's in front of me here, and I'm playing golf, and my ball's right here. I turn and go the opposite way.
He was trying to do that, and
I was trying to do that, and I had a misfortune, I would say. So yeah, I want to forget that hole itself, but yeah, it was. I think that course is surprisingly. It looks open and it looks easy, but there are some quirks, like Mike said, there's some quirks to it that you needed to navigate and get over. But that hole, once I lost 2 balls to that one, I was like, okay, well, that's it. Just play and have fun. Wait to the next one.
It's a great track. It sucked that nobody could really warm up before the round.
True.
Of course, the commish didn't need it. He just went out there and did his thing, but no swing. So everyone was swinging. The breakfast ball folded, like videos and stuff like that will be up soon. I'm almost done editing that, but we had a good time on the tee because there were some breakfast balls that had to be had on that first tee. The nerves were high because it's the first tournament of the year. The course was in immaculate shape. Had a good time. We were a little slowed down a little bit.
So I know Mike won, but with the handicaps all included, who got second, third? How'd this work out?
So second, I think was Scott. So me, I couldn't get off the tee. My raw score was in the middle. It was like 90 something. I could have easily shot in the 80s, but I had the yips. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what was going on with my driver. I never had that problem happen.
He didn't ask me all that shit. He said, "What was the final records?"
I just said that. I just told you what my score was. So yeah. So I'm just explaining what I have. What I had going on. I'm just explaining my shit. But I think
if you look at the records, if you look at the score, first, second, third, fourth, fifth place, what were they?
Yeah, so
Ali, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it went me, Scott, Chuck came in third, Elliot fourth, Mike Reed fifth, Matt Blaine, Vish, Marcus, other Marcus, and Reggie. Reggie was 11th, Eric 12, Ali 14, and then Dan was in last.
So do you, and only asking just so I know, so since Ali won last year and his handicap was so high, do you adjust his handicap now, or how does that work?
There's no adjusting. You heard
his handicap. I mean, his handicap is what his handicap is.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm asking.
It's his index. It's not high, low, or anything. It is what it is.
That's what I'm asking.
And then so after he played well the last 2 rounds last year, his shit came down a little bit. And so it's constantly adjusting. But he didn't have a good showing this round. So his handicap actually went up 1 stroke for the next one.
So is your handicap only based on your guys' tournament play?
Yeah, it's purely within our own tournament. We take your last 8 rounds, and then we only use 4 of those.
And that's what I was going to ask too. When does it adjust? How many rounds does it take for it to adjust?
Well, it adjusts every single round. It's just that we only take your 4 best out of 8 for the calculation, so that your handicap is representative of your capabilities, not your average.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll say about the round too. I think that like for example, and I think some of the issues that I had was I had decent drives like all day. But after that, everything else kind of fell apart, man. So, when you get on, like Marcus, you were talking about being able to get on the green and then, you're 2-putting and 3-putting. I mean, that's the kind of shit that happened to me all afternoon.
Driver was working.
Huh?
My driver was working too.
Yeah.
Everything after that.
It was, yep. I couldn't do anything after that.
Is it good? Because you guys haven't got to play much because of the weather, so you don't got the feel yet.
I mean, it would have been nice to maybe warm up a little bit on Sunday morning because it was the first tournament, but it is what it is. You got to go out there and play what you're dealt with. I got to get better.
That placing is with the handicaps, Bug. So like if you did
I know how handicap works, but I didn't know how many.
So that's with the handicaps. Like if you did the raw, then it places people a lot different in the raw. Right?
The best 8 than USGA stuff for my handicap, so I know how it works.
I'm cool. I'll just put it this way. I'm cool with the adjustments.
I know that's right. I know y'all are happy. God damn it.
Dude, you matched out, ain't you?
Mike, how many rounds y'all play? I mean, how many a week? How many tourneys?
We have six tournaments, but the way we structure it is we have 16 players and each guy gets a bye week. And so you only play 5. And that's just for summertime flexibility, family vacation, all that bullshit. So all 16 play in the first round, and you go 12, 12, 12, 12, and then all 16 play in the final.
So if you do your best,
the handicap lasts for a while.
So
your handicap is carried over. I got everyone's handicap from
at least 2 seasons. I mean,
so
yeah, you got basically a season and a half of data that
So what do you do like when you say I moved to Colorado and I joined the league? How do you assess my handicap from the first round or 2 or first 3, or how do you do that?
Well, I mean, I would just talk to you personally, and I assume you track yours.
Yeah.
Or have an official one, and so it would be based off of that, and then
the person telling the truth.
Yeah, then we would just use that, and then we would average it with your first 2 rounds, and then as soon as you get 3 rounds inside the tour, then we use those exclusively, and we don't worry about your actual or previously tabulated handicap.
Yep.
But yeah, it's all in tour based because some guys only play those rounds in the summer and they don't play anything else, whereas other guys are playing all year round. So it's just so it's an index of actual our competition as opposed to anything outside of it.
Yeah, I was in a men's league and you had to sign up with the USGA and put in your score so it tracked your handicap so they knew then. And
we probably got, I don't know, 5 or 6 of our guys have actual GIN numbers, but
yeah, and that's why I was asking how you guys did it. Yeah, so I feel you.
Well, shout out to that. Shout out to the Hard Knock Slice. Hey, Kamish putting it together. All the players. It was good to see the fellas out there. Good times.
Mike, we really appreciate that shit, dude. We really do, man. Like this shit it's cool.
Yeah, man. I love doing it. It's I probably invest too much time in it, but I love doing it.
We appreciate the time invested.
You can't invest too much time in things you love. It makes it worth it.
No, you can.
Hey,
you certainly can.
All that shit too. That shit's cool, man. That helped out in the cart I was in.
What's that?
Said even the snacks and shit too, man. That helped in the cart I was in.
Wow. Yeah. Let's get to the golf gigging song of the week, and then get out of here. So Killer Mike put out a little, I guess, an EP or a little project, and there's a song out there called "Scientists and Engineers," and I didn't know if it was true because I saw it on social media for a while, but everyone's going crazy because Andre 3000, Mr. Flute himself, has popped up and delivered a new verse on this song called "Scientists and Engineers," featuring Future, Aaron Allen Kane, and Killer Mike. So let's hear it, and then we'll probably only hear Andre's verse because I have some questions for you all, and then we'll get out of here. So here we go with Scientists and Engineers. I'm not gonna lie, the rest of that song is kind of gangster. The beat kind of drops after that. It's kind of dope. I would play more, but when we put it on YouTube, they'll censor us. So, with that being said, Andre 3000, he only pops up every once in a while, puts out these verses and everything. What say you? Is he a top 5 MC? Buga, yes or no?
Yes.
Marcus?
Top 5, no. But he's dope, and I just hope one of these features pulls him out, and he really gives us something.
Who's 5? Who's 4 above him? Who's 5 above him?
I'm not gonna get into that because my 5 don't have to be yours.
That's not what I asked you.
That's what I told you though, so that's what I'm gonna leave it. That's not what this is for. If you like the song or not.
Ali, top 5.
No,
is he up there?
Top
for
5?
You? Yes, no.
No, but he is probably my top 10 for sure. And I'm kind of like an old school cat too, and I kind of came up with Andre 3000 and Big Boy, so they are one of the great rap duos that I've enjoyed growing up. So,
Chachi, yes or no?
I'm kind of just echo Ali. I mean, once you get in the top 10, I mean, you're splitting hairs, so he's up in there somewhere.
Kamish?
Yeah, Andre's not top 5, but I mean, he has carte blanche to do whatever song he wants. If I hear his voice in a song, he has absolute immunity for me.
Okay, Mikey.
Really? Yeah. Oh, he's definitely top 5 for me. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Mikey, can you name 5 songs of his?
This is the first time I've ever heard his name, Bug.
Heard Outcast, haven't you? You heard Outcast?
Outcast.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Sure.
Playlist of Cadillac music.
I can't say top 5. I think duos, him and Bad Boy together, and Big Boy together. I mean, group wise, I could throw them up there with a lot of cats, but I mean, this song, man, I feel like sometimes Cats is just throwing shit out there. I don't think this is Killer Mike's best song, and I really don't. I like Marcus, you were saying, I don't think that was Andre's best verse. I'd rather hear the rap flute.
All right. Well, how about this? Instead of going around, everyone at the count of 3, give a thumbs up or thumbs down if you are feeling this song. All right. Go ahead and put you at the middle. Got middle. Up, up, up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and some semis. So it looks like this song has made it through because of the maybes and the positives. If you listen to the rest of the song, it kind of goes a little bit. If you got some beat in your car, that album definitely beats a little bit. Andre, we need you though, because he can put out some fire verses.
I'll say this with, you got Ghetto Boys and Scarface and all them, and Pimp C, UGK. I think Outkast opened the game up for the South and put the South on the map.
Yes.
That whole South movement with Ghetto Boys and
Goody Mob.
When Outkast came on that award show, and he said it. He said they've been listening to all the booze and the chatter, but the South got something to say.
Something to say.
And after that, the South has taken over hip-hop.
It was on.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Outkast, Atlanta wouldn't even know rap music.
Well, I think a lot of weird shit's going on in Atlanta, period. But to me, like,
that's booty gang. That's different.
It is what it is. But what I'm saying is, like, when I hear a lot of, like, Killer Mike has some really powerful songs, man. And to me, like, when they're doing the run the jewel shit, to me, this seems like one of those out, like, we just want another record off of one of those albums. Like, to me, I want to hear something different from these guys, because I feel like they can do something different.
Well, I think Killer Mike is, and I've never been a Killer Mike fan like that, but it seems like every time he raps, you don't know what he's going to rap about, because he switches his topics like that. And you just, like this one, we talking about aliens and shit like that. The beat was nice, but you just don't know with him sometimes. And I've never been a real big fan of his.
It is what it is. Shout out to them. Doing your thing, whatever. hey, these fools are still putting out music, and why not? Just because you're getting older, I think Andre 3000 just turned 51 or 50 or something like that. Hey, why fucking not? Hey,
here, I'll tell you why not.
If Guns N' Roses and all
tell you
these
why not.
guys can still be out there making albums, why not?
If you got something to say, then go for it. But like Suga was saying, don't just put something out just to put something out. It kills your name. It kills, I don't know, just for me it does.
So
like Too Short. Too Short could have stopped a long time ago. I know he's making his money, but he could have stopped a while ago because it's far and few in between when he throws something that's any good.
Cube too. I'll put that out there. But the one thing I will say about Andre 3000, he did say when he made this song, he said he would love to work with some of the younger kids and steer them and rap on some of their shit. And he said that a lot of them were not like reaching out or returning or wanting any of that shit. And that's crazy to me.
Cause they see him out there playing the rap flute and out there, looking like Erykah Badu and shit.
And unfortunately, if he really got serious, he would probably bury all of them.
And he would. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
every dude Erykah Badu fuck with start wearing yarn.
I like that, man. She got it.
Did she mess with Dwayne
Wade? Madonna, Erykah Badu, and Kardashians ruin people's lives.
She got niggas wearing yarn.
So hey, does that mean that she messed with Dwayne Wade?
Probably.
Probably. She got
Gabrielle might want to start investigating.
Hey, they painted the town red like D Wade's lips.
He had a fishnet shirt with a yarn jacket on.
And that's why he died now, because of Erykah Badu.
Yikes. Well, everyone, thank you for joining the show. We love you all. We're going to give our final shout outs and then we're going to get the fuck up out of here. I think the show is long enough. Why not? Shout outs, Alli. What you got to say?
Well, first of all, I got a little hate because there's no more basketball, hockey, or anything to lose money on. So
save money.
Save money.
Bet on baseball.
But no, I don't know nothing about baseball, man.
You don't know nothing about anything else.
Exactly.
You know what section of the podcast
might actually win.
You on the shout outs, not hate.
Your wins and losses show you don't know anything else. You don't know nothing about anything else.
Yikes.
Thought you knew something about basketball?
Hey, simmer down. Anyways, shout out to you fellas. It's been a while since I've seen a few faces. Mikey's good seeing you. Yeah, shout out to our families, our wives. Shout out to the Nuggets for making history. And shout out to the Hard Knock Slice group of friends. It's good seeing those cats again this past weekend. Thanks.
Damn, Steve Harvey.
Chachi.
Shout out to my family, to my girls for holding it down with my mom and my sister and my niece while my wife and I was out in Cabo. It was nice to get away for once. Shout out to all of you and to the Sunday crew. Appreciate y'all having me.
Marcus.
Shout out to you fellas. Shout out to Hard Knock Slice starting up again. It was a fun weekend, even though I couldn't get the victory and lost a little money. But shout out to my wife who's out here hanging with me. Shout out to the kids. Shout out to Keith Sablon. That's the guy I was talking about who got shot the other night. I hope for a speedy 100% recovery. Hope you're doing well.
Mike D, the commish, shout outs.
Shout out to the family. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Scott and Chuck this last weekend. Going head to head with Chuck is always fun. And yeah, just glad to be able to pull that one out.
Nice. Buga.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to life. Shout out to living your best one. That's all I got.
Mikey.
Shout out to the wife. Shout out to you fellas. Shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights for lifting Lord Stanley, their first ever. And I'll tell you guys, NHL gets a lot wrong with their marketing and shit, but what they do get right is when the team wins the cup, the players get the cup first and not the fucking owner. So shout out to the NHL for making sure the players who actually won the championship, yeah, the owner signs the checks and all, but the players are the guys that that play with the broken legs and lay it on the line to win the championship. So shout out to Vegas for pulling it through in the first championship in that city's history. And shout out to your eyes only aesthetics. They didn't get any fucking love in the show. So Black Barbie, love you. Obviously your family doesn't, but I certainly do.
Yikes.
That's on you, E.
Love it. It is. It is. Shout out, Barb. I was wearing your sunscreen this week.
She knows who her true family is.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, Mike.
It's a little white kid in fucking Cali.
Needs a sunscreen.
Exactly.
I need some free shit.
Hey man, shout out to y'all fellas, man. Shout out to the Hard Knock Slicers. It was good to get out there. Hopefully next time we can, get out there and get some time to warm up. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets, man. For real, this has been a long time coming. Waited fucking 45. I know it's 47 for the team, but I've only been here 45. So, shout outs to just that was a grind, man, to see them do that. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to y'all fellas, man, because this is a fucking awesome. Even though we was arguing and all this shit tonight, still got love for each and every one of you, man. This is what we do. We bring you the world of golf. And that's what we're trying to do, man. Different perspectives. We can always argue, but at the end of the day, I'm going to still dap up everyone except Michael Wilbon. So on that note, man, that's what we do. So enjoy this ride that we on in this DBA Nation, and tell somebody so they could come fuck with us, man. Because we bring in all perspectives about golf to y'all.
Well, I want to shout out my fan bam, Orange Slices. Hey, man, golf is organic. For real, so enjoy it. The Hard Knock Slicers. Good to see everyone out there playing. I like fucking around. Like, we just have a good time just chatting and doing things. And then we get to compete against each other and have fun, and then sit around afterwards and drink a little bit and talk about the round. And it's always fun to do that. Shout out to M-Dub, who brought us all the fucking Masters merch back and was giving us this merch to the fellas and shit. So shout out to him, who he just finished.
I didn't get mine.
Oh,
you probably gambled it away.
Yikes. But shout out to M-Dub on that. Shit. Shout out to the girls that have the grippers. I didn't know that's what that was.
Don't buy that shit.
No? Okay, I take it back. No grippers and no sliders. Make sure you bring the right pair of shoes with you.
Keep everything inside the vehicle at all times.
Right. And if one toe chips, the rest of them got to get done. Please fix it. Don't we have being out there jaggedy and raggedy. And with that being said, Suge, let's get out of here.
Hey, what did you say, dude? Say it again.
You ever seen a girl with just callous toe tips?
You getting grip.
From that, she's getting her grip and that grind.
Shit. You have to put a whole new shoe on. Just
callous on your toe tips or your knees is a bad thing.
Man, for real, like just wear shoes that fit, and you won't have the problem with the grips and all the other shit.
And fine.
Take care of your motherfucking feet. And if you got to buy some wide shoes, buy some motherfucking wide shoes. That's just what you got to do, man.
There's wide width out there.
Your feet are important, and if you fuck them up, you ain't gonna be able to be cool later on.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, come on, man. So like we always tell you, take care of yourself and your motherfucking feet. And there's a lot of checking on people's feet, y'all.
All right, Lieutenant Dan.
No, but what I'm gonna say,
Lieutenant Dan.
We're already into the summertime, and we've already seen some bullshit that's going on, man. So, let's try to get through a couple of weeks without something fucking stupid happening. Check in on your people, man, because we always tell you that might be the last lifeline that somebody has. So check in on your people, make sure they're cool. And on that note, man, again, we tell you, this is DBA Nation, and we appreciate y'all listeners for fucking with us. And then, tell some more people so that they can. So on that note, we out this motherfucker.
Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
This is El Negro.